The Scripps National Spelling Bee is an annual spelling bee held in the United States. The bee is run on a not-for-profit basis by the Scripps Company and is held at a hotel or convention center in Washington, D.C. during the week following Memorial Day weekend. Since 2011, it has been held at the Gaylord National Resort and Convention Center Hotel in National Harbor in Oxon Hill, Maryland, just outside Washington, D.C. Although most of its participants are from the U.S., students from countries such as the Bahamas, Canada, the People's Republic of China, Ghana, Japan, Jamaica, Mexico, and New Zealand have also competed in recent years. Historically, the competition has been open to, and remains opening to, the winners of sponsored regional spelling bees in the U.S. Participants from countries other than the U.S. must be regional spelling bee winners as well. Contest participants cannot be older than 14 as of August 31 of the year before the competition. Nor can they be past the 8th grade as of February 1 of that year's competition. Previous winners are also ineligible to compete. Since 1994, the cable television channel ESPN has televised the later rounds of the bee. Since 2006, earlier rounds have aired on ESPN during the day, and the championship finals have aired in the evening on ESPN. History. The National Spelling Bee was formed in 1925 as a consolidation of numerous local spelling bees, organized by the Courier-Journal in Louisville. Frank Neuhauser won the first National Spelling Bee held that year, by successfully spelling gladiolus. The spelling bee has been held every year except for 1943 and 1945 due to World War II. Later, the Scripps Company acquired the rights to the program. The bee is held in late May and or early June of each year. It is open to students who have not yet completed the 8th grade, reached their 15th birthday, nor won a previous National Spelling Bee. Its goal is educational, not only to encourage children to perfect the art of spelling, but also to help enlarge their vocabularies and widen their knowledge of the English language. An insect bee is featured prominently on the logo of the Scripps National Spelling Bee, despite bee being unrelated to the name of the insect. Bee refers to a gathering, where people join together in an activity. This sense of bee is related to the word bean. The bee is the nation's largest and longest-running educational promotion, administered on a not-for-profit basis by the Scripps Company and 288 sponsors in the United States, Europe, Canada, New Zealand, Guam, Jamaica, the Bahamas, Ghana, Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and American Samoa. Sponsorship is available on a limited basis to daily and weekly newspapers serving English-speaking populations around the world. Each sponsor organizes a spelling bee program in its community with the cooperation of area school officials, public, private, parochial, charter, virtual, and home schools. Schools enroll with the national office to ensure their students are eligible to participate and to receive the materials needed to conduct classroom and school bees. During enrollment, school bee coordinators receive their local sponsors' program-specific information, local dates, deadlines, and participation guidelines. The official study booklet is available free online. The champion of each sponsor's final spelling bee advanced to the Scripps National Spelling Bee competition in Washington, D.C. The competition equals qualifying regional competitions equals. To qualify for the Scripps National Spelling Bee, a speller must win a regional competition. Regional spelling bees usually cover many counties, with some covering an entire state, U.S. territory, or foreign country. Regional competitions' rules are not required to correspond exactly to those of the national competition. Most notably, the national competition has since 2004 featured time controls that are designed to ensure its conformity to the programming schedule of its nationwide television broadcaster and that are not intended to be implemented at lower levels of competition. Most school and regional bees use the official study booklet. Through competition year 1994, the study booklet was known as Words of the Champions. During competition years 1995 through 2006, the study booklet was the category-based Parodier. And in 2007 the format and title were changed to the 701-word Spell It. The booklet is published by Merriam-Webster in association with the National Spelling Bee. It contains 1,155 words, divided primarily by language of origin, along with exercises and activities in each section. Most bees whose winners advance to regional level competition use the School Pronouncer's Guide, which contains a collection of Spell It words as well as surprise words not listed in Spell It, but featured in Scripps' official dictionary, the unabridged Webster's Third New International Dictionary. Scripps provides a sponsor bee guide to administrators of regional bees. The sponsor bee guide consists of 2 volumes, each of which contains both words from Spell It and surprise words. Bees need not use the words from Spell It to be considered official. Sponsors equals, to participate in the national competition, a speller must be sponsored. Scripps has 281 sponsors from the US, Canada, the Bahamas, New Zealand, Asia and Europe covering a certain area and conducting their own regional spelling bees to send spellers to the national level. National competition format preliminaries The preliminaries consists of a test delivered by computer on Tuesday and 2 rounds of oral spelling on stage on Wednesday. Spellers may earn up to 36 points during the preliminaries, up to 30 points on the preliminaries test, 3 points for correctly spelling in round 2 and 3 points for correctly spelling in round 3. Round 1, the preliminaries test has 4 sections, most of which administered by a computer system. Round 1 of the preliminaries consists of 2 sections. Section A consists of spelling 24 words, identical for each contestant, with each correct answer awarding 1 point. Section B consists of 24 multiple-choice vocabulary questions using a similar scoring format. Section C and D, preliminary rounds 2 and 3, consist of a single multiple-choice vocabulary question each. The questions are unique to each contestant, and worth 3 points towards their preliminaries score. The highest possible score in the preliminaries is 30. History of Round 1 Round 1 was a written spelling test, and has changed in format several times. In the few years prior to 2008, Round 1 consisted of a 25-word, multiple-choice written test. However, in 2010, changes were made in the formatting of this test. It consisted of 25 words, sometimes called the written round. All spellers gathered at the Maryland Ballroom by 8 a.m. Jack Bailey, the Bee's official pronouncer, also the 1980 champion, pronounced each word, its language of origin, definition, and usage in a sentence. Spellers are given a 30-second pause in which to write down their word with the 2 pens given to them, and then Bailey repeated the word and all information. There was another 30-second pause, and then they moved on to the next word. Each correctly spelled word on the Round 1 written test was worth 1 point. In 2011, they stayed with that format. In 2012, they changed to the original computerized test, 50 spelling words, half scored and half not scored. Beginning in 2013, the test now includes vocabulary questions, such as being asked to choose the correct definition for a word. While met with criticism by past contestants for deviating from the concept of a spelling bee, organizers indicated that the change was made to help avert perceptions that the competition was based solely on memorization skills, and to help further the bee's goal of expanding the vocabulary and language skills of children. Round 2 is an oral round, in which spellers spell a word from Spell It, aka Round 2 study guide. Each speller receives a unique word. Every speller participates and has a chance to take the stage. A correct oral spelling in Round 2 is worth 3 points. If they miss their word, the head judge will ring the bell, and the speller is eliminated from the competition. Dr. Bailey will offer the correct spelling, and the speller is escorted off stage. All spellers who misspell in Round 2 will tie for the same place. This round is broadcast live Wednesday mornings every year on ESPN3. Round 3 is an oral round. Every speller who spelled correctly in Round 2 spells a word from the Round 3 study guide. Like Round 2, it is worth 3 points for a correct spelling. If a speller misspells, Then he or she is eliminated from the competition and is escorted off stage. The judges total scores from the remaining spellers to determine scores. The maximum possible is 36. A maximum of 50 spellers qualify for round 4. This round is usually broadcast live on Wednesday afternoon, also on ESPN3. Round 4 was recently changed in 2013. It is a computerized semifinals test, similar to the preliminaries test. Once a speller finds out he or she qualifies for the semifinals, they have approximately 2 hours before the test at 7 p.m. on Wednesday. The semifinals test has 4 sections. In Section A, the speller will spell 12 words using a computer keyboard. All 12 spellings count toward the speller a unregistered trademark S semifinal score and will be labeled a OE score. Spelling words a by the officials prior to May 28. Score spelling words are the same for all spellers. This part of the test will be labeled as round 4. In Section B, the speller will respond to 12 multiple choice vocabulary questions. All 12 vocabulary responses will count toward the speller a unregistered trademark S semifinal score and will be labeled a OE score. Vocabulary questions a by the officials prior to May 28. Score vocabulary questions are the same for all spellers. This part of the test will also be labeled as round 4. In Section C, the speller will respond to 1 multiple choice vocabulary question that will be labeled as a round 5 vocabulary question and, if correctly answered, count 3 points toward the speller a unregistered trademark S semifinal score. The speller a unregistered trademark S round 5 vocabulary question will be unique to the speller. In Section D, the speller will respond to 1 multiple choice vocabulary question that will be labeled as a round 6 vocabulary question and, if correctly answered, count 3 points toward the speller a unregistered trademark S semifinal score. The speller a unregistered trademark S round 6 vocabulary question will be unique to the speller. After this test is taken, all of the semi-finalists will participate in round 5. Rounds 5 and 6, these rounds are broadcast live on ESPN2. Round 5 after the semi-finals test, all semi-finalists participate in round 5. It is an oral round, similar to rounds 2 and 3 except there is no study list. Spellers who spell correctly have 3 points added toward their score, go back and sit down and will spell again in round 6. Contestants who misspell are eliminated from the competition. Round 6 all remaining semi-finalists will spell 1 word each in round 6. Like round 5, if they spell correctly, 3 points are added to their score, and if they misspell they are eliminated from the competition. End of semi-finals procedures. After round 6, it will be late afternoon and the judges will tally up all the remaining semi-finalist scores. They will start from 72 and work their way down, ending up with no more than 12 and no less than 9 championship finalists. All spellers who did not qualify for round 7 will all tie for the same place. Regulations of oral rounds before 2004, a speller could not be required to spell a given word until the judges deemed that the word had been clearly pronounced and identified by the speller. Even then, judges rarely if ever instructed a contestant to begin spelling unless it was obvious that the speller was making no further progress in figuring out the word and that he was instead simply stalling for time. Most local and regional competitions continue to follow this rule and enforcement pattern, although they are not obliged to do so. Starting in 2004, the BE adopted new rules. A speller is given 2.5 minutes from when a word is first pronounced to spell it completely. The first 2 minutes are regular time. The final 30 seconds are finish time. During this time limit, a speller is allowed to ask the pronouncer for the words, definition, part of speech, use in a sentence, language, of origin, alternate pronunciations, root, chimes signals that regular time has expired, and the judges inform the speller that finish time has begun. The speller may watch a clock counting down from 30 seconds. No timing devices are allowed on stage. During finish time, a speller may not make further requests to the pronouncer but rather must begin spelling the word. Any speller who exceeds the time limit is automatically eliminated. Judges do not acknowledge letters spelled after the end of finish time. A speller is allowed to stop spelling a word and restart spelling, but if he changes the letters already said, the alteration counts as a misspelling and causes automatic elimination. Recent spelling bees. Proposed International Bee. In May 2012, Scripps announced tentative plans for an international version, in which three-person teams from as many as 60 countries would compete. Although each speller would be able to confer with teammates once during each contest, all spellers would eventually compete and win prizes as individuals. If logistical and financial details can be reached, the event would be officially announced in early 2013 with the first competition to take place the following December. As of 2014, these plans are on hold. Champions and winning words. Prizes equals. The winner of the Scripps National Spelling Bee receives a $30,000 cash prize and an engraved Loving Cup trophy from Scripps, a $2,500 savings bond, a reference library from Merriam-Webster, $2,600 in reference works and a lifetime membership to Britannica Online Premium from Encyclopedia Britannica, $5,000 cash prize from the Sigma Phi Epsilon Educational Foundation, and an online course and a Nook e-reader from K-12 Incorporated. All spellers receive Webster's third New International Dictionary, unabridged on CD-ROM from Merriam-Webster, the Samuel Louis Sugarman Award, which is a $100 U.S. savings bond, and a cash prize from Scripps. These cash prizes are determined based on the round in which the speller is eliminated. They range from $100 for a speller eliminated before the quarter-finals to $12,500 for the second-place finisher. In 2014, the $100 cash prize for all spellers eliminated before the semi-finals was replaced with educational tools from Microsoft. All other prizes remained unchanged. In popular culture, Fiction the drama film Bee Season, based on Myla Goldberg's novel of the same name, follows a young girl's journey through various levels of spelling bee competition to the Scripps National Spelling Bee, as did the drama film Akira and the Bee. Contestants in the musical comedy play the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, which ran on Broadway starting in 2005, are competing for a spot in the National Spelling Bee. The novel Spelldown by Karen Luddy is a fictional account of a South Carolina girl's journey from the Shirley County Spelling Championships to the Scripps National Spelling Bee. Non-fiction the Academy Award-nominated documentary film Spellbound follows 8 competitors, including eventual national winner Nupa Lala, through the 1999 competition. The book American Bee, by James Maguire, profiles 5 spellers who made it to the final rounds of the competition: Samir Patel, Catherine Close, Aliyah Derry, Jamie Ding, and Marshall Winchester as well as giving an overview of the history of the bee. The 5th episode of Season 1 of the ESPN classic show Cheap Seats featured the 1997 competition. See also: List of prizes, medals, and awards. References. Further reading: Gormley, Amelia. Verbomania, Experiencing the National Spelling Bee. Maguire, James. American Bee, The National Spelling Bee and the Culture of Word Nerds. Kimball, Page, Trinkle, Barry, and Andrews, Carolyn. How to Spell Like a Champ. External links: SpellingBee.com, the competition's official website, 2008 Spelling Bee press release, final rounds of 2006 Scripps National Spelling Bee to be broadcast live on ABC during prime time.